curious to learn about how you see the product mindset and how is your product mindset.
Sure, it's a very good question, given that we have just listened to this really interesting panel just now about what product mindset is for different people. To me, I think it's the way you approach any kind of problem solving, really. How do you structure your thinking about it? How do you approach research, discovery, and things like that? So it's all about starting with the problem, I think, for me, because sometimes people start with a solution, and that's definitely not a product mindset. So for me, it's all about doing the whole bit of research before you really jump into prioritizing your problems and not solutions.
And if you are to kind of like look at your career and experience, what is a moment that you really feel like it was like a big achievement for you?
I think in my current company, so we have two different products. And we're really trying to grow the second one, which has been the newest one. It's not that mature as the first one. And I think the biggest breakthrough with that one was the partnership that we've made. It's always difficult to set up new partnerships, given the API integrations and all the technical details and difficulties. And I think setting up those, we have two main ones, has been the biggest success, because we see a big numbers coming up now. So that's really good to see the results coming up a bit later on.
And how do you see like the product role in this achievement? Because there's also like a technological challenge.
Exactly. Yeah. The product one was probably deciding which integration would bring us the most value in the future, in the long run, because you could have done some of the quicker wins, but they wouldn't give you the long-term effect. They would be quick wins. You would see the result in a few days, but then it would be flat. And so the challenge for the product team and for me personally was to really evaluate all of these options and see which one would be our best bet really in the future.
Okay. A lot of people in their beginning of their career in product management, or even before starting a career in product management, are reading a lot of books and articles and trying to come up with like rules, frameworks, steps, and so on. But usually product managers say that along the line you discover a lot of interesting things which are not exactly present in books. So what was for you one or two big aha moments in your experience as a product manager?
Good question. I think one of the main ones recently was that people like the autonomy, really. Because at some point I was thinking, so the more meetings we have, the more collaboration we have, the better it is, the better we are as a team. But really what people sometimes need is to take their time and do their research by themselves and then come back with a set of prepared, ideas or something like that. And it's not always about collaboration, it's the way personalities are different and, everyone needs their own way of working, really. And as a product manager, you really have to analyze that when you talk to these people and really try to understand how everyone likes to work and then try to bring it together to make the thing happen. And so that one was very interesting for me. I haven't really realized it from, reading the books and Marty Kagan and everyone else. The other one, I think, is the power of community for me. So I'm a member of a couple of product communities on Slack and just in general, and I feel like it's very interesting to be able to listen to different opinions of different people and just see how different types of businesses work and things like that. It's also not something that you can read in the books, but like when you ask people those questions, they give you honest answers, and that's what gives you the real insight into how different types of companies work. That was very valuable.
And looking at your career and obviously a lot of the other product management professionals in the communities that you're involved in, if you are to take some like nuggets of advice that you would want to give to a friend or to someone who's thinking about starting a career in product management, what would you have to say?
Yeah, I think be consistent with what you do and have a plan. I think it's not very easy to transition into product management these days, because I feel like there is quite a gap between being a beginner and not having this experience, and then seeing the job descriptions where they require you to have 5 years of experience, and then I think people sometimes struggle to see I'm just not a good fit for that company because I don't have 5 years of experience. So I feel like it's good to connect with the right companies and then have the plan. How do you achieve that goal where you want to get? So if you want to become a product manager, have a plan, learn from the best, try to produce your own, not content, but like share what you already know, and that will get you to the next point, right? That will give you more knowledge and will also show you to the outside people as well, if that makes sense.
And looking at product managers as personality and profile, they are always naturally curious and always trying to learn new things. What are your go-to resources for continuous learning and development?
Yeah, so I subscribe to a couple of newsletters that I like. One of them is Lenny's newsletter that I really recommend to everyone. It's really good. I'm also part of the community, which gives me a lot of different perspectives on different things. What else do I do? I also have taken the Reforge membership this year. So this one has been also a very interesting experience as well. Really good content. I really enjoy it. Also attending the meetups. I'm also organizing product tanks in London, and that apparently is also a very good source of getting insights from the industry and talking to people and just getting their insights as well.
Whenever I talk to product managers about the work, they are extremely passionate about the product that they are working on or the company that they are part of, sharing the vision and so on. But I always try to get them out of the product they are working on and ask them, what is a product not made by you? What is a product that you really enjoy? And it can be hardware, software, an app on your phone.
What do I like? So I'm into hiking recently, and I have been using this app called Komoot, which helps you find the best trails around you. And so this helps you plan your weekend or whatever else you want to achieve. It just helps you to plan what the route you have to take, what is the elevation and things like that. I'm not getting into details, but what I quite like is that you have this really good user experience in the app. It's very fast, it's nice design, nice colors, very pleasing. So I quite like these aesthetic part of my experience using that app. So I quite like it.
Okay, thank you. And what would be a few words of advice or encouragement for the product community in Timișoara and in Romania?
Yeah, I'd say it's whatever you want to achieve is definitely possible. And I think one of the speakers today mentioned it, like changing the statement to a question. So not I can't do this, but how can I do this, right? You're just staying committed to what you want to achieve, and you definitely can do it. Just if you need any help, you reach out to people who can help you, or if you need any resources, you find them. But there is nothing that's impossible. Everything is really possible. So you just need to, really want it, and then you'll definitely do it.